Show you a preview of his new film, The Box, Richard Kelly.
We've got I'm proud here to be here to introduce you guys to my third film. And we've cut together a 4.5-minute sequence for you guys that is the first time we're going to unveil the score to the film, which has been done by members of the band Arcade Fire. Which I'm really excited for you to hear. Win Butler, Regine Chasson, and Owen Pallett did a really beautiful score for us. So you're the first to hear it. So we'd love to show the clip now. Thanks. So, Norma and Arthur Lewis, Cameron Diaz and James Marsden.
Hello, Comic-Con.
Hi.
So excited to see everyone here, because I can see every single person, because I think every single person has a camera flashing at this moment.
This is their first Comic-Con. Neither of them has ever been down here before.
Comic-Con cherries popped.
Yeah. Our boxes have been pried
Let's start
open.
low and then go up.
Richard, The Box is based on a short story by Richard Matheson, one of the true masters and legends of science fiction. Can you tell how this whole thing came about?
Richard Matheson wrote this short story called Button Button in 1970. And the film was in Playboy magazine in 1970. And it's a 6-page short story that I always remembered growing up. I didn't read it in Playboy, but I read it.
Yeah, what were you?
And it was this fascinating short story, and it had this tantalizing concept that I always felt I wanted to expand into a feature film one day, and I optioned it from Mr. Matheson about 6 years ago. And after many years of figuring out how to crack the story, the key was setting it in 1976 and kind of tying it in with some very specific circumstances that happened at NASA in Virginia in 1976. Excuse me.
No, I thought the 70s setting was just on the nose. Perfect.
Well, it had to be the 70s because the concept of someone you don't know doesn't really work today with social networking sites and Google Maps, and we know everyone. You can find anyone today, and I didn't want to have to write that scene where Arthur and Norma Google Arlington Stewart and where he is tweeting. So yeah, they're twittering with Arlington. What the fuck?
Well, go ahead. The dilemma that the characters find themselves in is essentially what everyone knows going into the film. Mm-hmm. How did you, as actors, approach that particular dilemma in terms of?
Well, I think what appealed to me was, well, first of all, working with Richard and Cameron was the main appeal. Beyond that, I love the simplicity of the offer, really, and it's so simple, and you pause for a second. Would I do that? You can rationalize it. You can think, well, somebody just died just now. So people die every minute, every second. It's somebody I don't know. $1 million is a lot of money in 1976. But it becomes this moral test. And I think as an actor, my approach was to just place yourself in that environment and as simple as you can keep it, and go, what would these people do in this very simple life, and what would be the repercussions of this, and the script was a great blueprint for us, and
also Richard helped us out by throwing in guys from Mars as well, because we couldn't do it just straight up, the moral dilemma. There had to be somebody testing mankind as well, which was kind of as Jimmy was saying, you keep it simple, but you also have that element of the existential. Are we alone? Are we the only ones out there? Is this really is it just us, or is there something sort of pushing us to push the button as well?
Yes.
So Richard, in terms of, can you talk a little bit about the themes explored in the film and
Well, a lot of it was about Act 2 and Act 3.